All right, so this is going to be part 3. Now, last part, I got a bit of a reality check. I got a lot of losses. Not only that, but there was a lot of trades that I didn't take that were a part of my system, and mental reasons, whatever it is. Because of that, I ended up, still making profit, which is very good, but a lot less than it could have been, because there was like some trades that were like part of my system that were extremely good, but I just never ended up taking them. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna take my time on this one, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm not messing about and going too fast. All right, so we got a 4-hour breaker structure on NZD and on um EU as well. On the 4-hour, we can clearly see we're targeting this high. So what I'll be doing is I just need to take a continuation moving in that direction. I need AU. First of all, we can clearly see that coming into the day we've got a 15-minute internal breaker structure, and we also have a 15-minute protected low that got respected. So what we're targeting is all the way over there, but before we do target that, we need a confirmation that we are actually indeed trying to move in that direction. So I want this high to get taken first, so I know that it's definitely going up higher. Okay, and while that's happening, let's just quickly see what's happening here. I essentially just need a auto flow shift up to keep moving higher on NZD, because it's very unlikely that it's gonna go down. So let's see what we can get here. Nothing so far. Do we have anything on NZD? Nope, we're bearish still. AU, nothing. Alright, we just got a shift now. So this is where I would be. So we got our change of character, but our last break, so this is our confirmation that we're going for longs, and then our last break, however, it's right here. So I'm gonna use this breaker structure to take my setup, because it's got extremely good imbalance. I'm gonna have to put my stop all the way down. That's actually a horrible risk to reward ratio, so let's try to use maybe this one. Let's see if we can make it better. At 1.6, I'll take that if this comes and mitigates. That's fine. That's fine. So while that's happening, I'm gonna go on into DC, see if this ends up shifting. We haven't been mitigated yet. Okay, we just got mitigation now. So now we're just expecting a push to the upside because we got our confirmation. Let me just make sure that everything's aligned properly. So we got change of breaker structure. We got our target all the way up there. That's right. This is our change of character on the 1-minute time frame. That's right. This is our last breaker structure. So let me just mark this out. This is going to be 3-minute internal protected low. And we are just targeting the weak structure. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. So we almost end up getting stopped out. And then let's see if we get stopped out. But before we do, we're looking here if we need this high to get taken. Now, remember, since we already have our confirmation and we already know where we're going, even if I do get stopped out, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for an auto flow shift to then target the high again. It's that simple. So it doesn't really matter, because this is our external change. So realistically speaking, even though this is our last breaker structure, if it comes anywhere in this zone and then we get like a market structure shift, then I'm just gonna have to continue that trend in the pro 50-minute direction. So we're moving back up now, and we failed to break on the 3-minute time frame. We got these lows that got respected. Then we ended up, did we just get a shift? Is that no, that's not that good. And NZD, we don't have a shift either. So all right, we just got a shift now. All right, that's decent. We got a shift, so that's a good indication that we might hit TP here. If I were to take anything else, it would be this one right here. or this next continuation that we're about to get right here. Let's see. Let me just make sure my mic is on as well. Yeah, right, that's good. Okay, and then I would be going like that. Let's see. So all right, so we hit TP. That's great. And then we also have this high. And as we can see on NZD, realistically speaking, if we look at the external structure, we can see that this is our last 3-minute BOS. Okay, and we are currently in a good zone. And if we look at what's happening right here, we can see that we're in a bit of a range. Now, since we're in a range, there's it's actually good that we're in a range, because that could be an indication, like a good indication that we are trying to move back up now. So like there's gonna be like a breakout potentially to the upside, which we can use to then look for buys. Okay, so instead of focusing on NZD for now, I'm just gonna look at AU. Let me see. So this would be our last breaker structure. Let's see if price, no, never mind, it doesn't come back. And this would be our, so okay, so this would be our first continuation. This would be our second one. Now this right here would be lower probability, but does it have confluences? Not, it's got a little bit of imbalance. It's not that great, but it never comes back either, so that's fine. Now since we just got our breakout now on NZD, because you know, we were just waiting for price to realign for the overall move, which it just did. All I need to do now is take continuation in the same direction of the higher time frame and middle time frame. So we get our external change of character, okay, and we also have our breaker structure going on like that. Now if you go to the 5-minute time frame, a trade I would be taking would be from here if it comes all the way back. If it doesn't, okay, let me just put a buy limit. Thing is, there's going to be low risk to rewards, I think, but 1.5, you know what? Might as well. That's fine because it's a good trade. So we get mitigation. Let's see. All right, we get mitigation. We were in that zone. That's good. And now we're just getting a shift up. That's also good. And oh, actually, this actually came back. Oh, I should have stayed on the chart. Stayed on that pair to see. So we just get a shift. And then now I just need to look for continuation moving in that direction. If all right, well, we hit TP anyway, so that's fine. So the reason why this was a good trade is because we have to look at what's happening here, and we also have to remember that overall we are about to take out a very, very extreme high. So that's a very good indication that price still wants to move higher. And then if we go look at the external structure, we can clearly see that we were bullish, right? This was our last break, meaning that if price comes here, respects this, that makes this high weak and the target. Okay, very simple. And then price goes up, takes it out, and now what I would be doing is I would be taking a continuation, moving in that direction while it's being broken. So this would be our last break of structure. Now this is not the best, but it's still a valid break. It's just low probability because the way the structure gets broken also matters for me based off my data collection. So the way it breaks, that also matters, but since it's still, I mean, it's got imbalance, so I'm going to take it. I'll still take it, but it's not the best. And we end up not getting stopped out. All right. That's, even though the protected structure got smoked, it still played out. So that's very, very good. This is actually unusual, by the way. I don't actually, I'm not really, this has happened to me last week, like 2 times where I hit TP, even after the protected structure got breached. Now, I think, because what actually matters in the overall area is actually the target and where the market is trying to go. So clearly we had the 4-hour alignment, 15-minute alignment, and the 1 minute was clearly aligned. So even though it breached the protected structure, what it ended up doing was it ended up reacting off like an imbalance, of this imbalance right here instead, and I still didn't get stopped out. So that is, you know, that just goes to show that if you have your bias correct, then this can end up happening, even though you might have like a bad entry or whatever it is. But as of that, the reason why I just skipped through is because, you know, we're in the middle of nowhere now, so there's literally zero reason for me to be trading. So I'm gonna go and move on to the next day. Okay, so you need to see, we need to go to 8 a.m. So is it 8? No, 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. So what we can see coming into the day, we can see that we've got a, all right, okay, that's looking pretty good so far. So we got a 15-minute internal breaker structure. And what we can see here is that price came in and respected the protected structure. So what does that mean? That means that's actually, it's the exact same thing as yesterday. So this is actually very good. So what we need to do now is we need to go and get confirmation that we want to move in that direction. Now this is external 1 minute change of character. So this is actually a very good indication that price wants to move higher. But the only issue is that we don't have anything here that we can use to move higher. So what we need to do is we need to wait now until we potentially get an order flow shift back up to then use that to our advantage to take longs again. Okay, so 15-minute internal breaker structure. What I would be doing is I would just be waiting, to be honest. There's not really much for me to be taking, so I'll just be waiting. I think it's going to go down a little bit more. So okay, do we get a shift? No, we don't have a shift. Oh, okay, look at this. So we got our 1 minute internal breaker structure right here, and then we also have our 1 minute internal change of character. Now, since we've got this 1 minute internal change of character, what is our last breaker structure? So right here, right? So does it have good confluences? We can clearly see it's got a very good imbalance. Okay, so what I would be doing is I would be using this as my POI to then target internal structure, getting a 2 rest reward. This looks like a good trade to me, but maybe. Wait, let me see NZD real quick. This was a continuation placed as it was taking the weak structure. So that's actually another trade that could have been taken. Because listen, all that matters is that you get your alignment right. Even if you have equal lows, not equal highs, indicating that maybe price will go down on the 1 minute time frame, that does not matter. You need to focus on the overall trend because there's a lot of noise on the 1 minute time frame. So that's why it's tough to trade on the 1 minute. But this looks like a good setup to me. Let's make it a bit slower. So we get our protected low respected. We also have inducement now. And then let's see what happens. Hasn't tapped the internal structure, so I will not be closing this. Let's see. And then we hit TP. 1 to 2 rest reward. Amazing setup. Clean. And we also have our overall weak structure all the way up there still to target. So we still have a lot of room to keep moving higher. But as of right now in NZD, I will not be touching this because clearly we're in the middle of nowhere now. So what I would be doing instead, I would be focusing on AU. And what I would be doing, since this structure hasn't been broken yet, I will not take this. Actually, maybe you could have taken this one right here. Let's see if this plays out. 2.2, 3.2. That's a 1 rest reward. I don't think I would take that, but let's see. All right, we hit TP on that too, but the rest reward was horrible, so I just stayed out instead. Then as this is being broken, no good confluences, so no trades from me. No good confluences as well on this, so no trades again. This is just looking horrible at the moment. Then we get, so this is our external 1 minute BOS. So now what we want is price to pull back into somewhere here to shift back up. That's what we do get. That's amazing. All right, so now ideally I would want price to come in this area so I can then use that as a, okay, never mind. Then we also have this continuation right here. Let's see if price comes back into this zone so I can take another long. Now honestly, after this I might take like one more. If this doesn't stop me out, I mean, okay, the risk to reward is not that great. So let's go from... I might miss this setup, even though I should be in this, because it's part of the system. But there is not much... Alright, I get stopped. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, that's fine. Now, let's evaluate the trade. What was the issue? That looks good to me. We got a 15-minute break. This is our last 15-minute break of structure. This is very internal structure. This is more like 5-minute external structure. So I think maybe it was going to go for this. Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Actually, I shouldn't be looking at NZD. I think that's the issue. Ah, okay. It was trying to go for the 5-minute POI. All right, that makes sense. That's fair enough. You can't win them all. All right. After this, honestly, I think I would literally be done for the day. Even though this could be another continuation, I won't be taking this, but I'll forward test it. Let's see. Did we get mitigation or not? All right, we don't get mitigation. But if we were to look at the market as this, because we do have our thingy, what's it called? Our direction and everything, right? This would be a trade, technically. So, right there could have been one. But I don't think I'll take anything else for the day because, you know, we're going in the middle of nowhere again. So there's literally no point, no reason for me to be taking anything. So let's just go to the next day. Let me just... Okay, 6:45, 7:30. All right, 8. Okay. Now this one's looking a bit... Let's see. 1 hour time frame. That's our last break of structure. If that's our last break, this would be our low. Are we gonna keep on moving higher, or are we actually trying to reverse now? This one's looking a bit tough, but by the looks of it, it's trying to go down in my head. So what I would be looking at... Oh, wait a damn minute. I think it's trying to go up instead. But I'm not gonna take this way because it's counter trend now. I would rather wait for the market to shift back up on the 15-minute before I take longs. So I think instead of taking these continuations moving higher, because basically the idea is, right, it failed to break this low, we've shifted up. So the trade would be, I mean, this is before London session, but the idea would be like you're targeting that high over there, right? Which is low probability just because it's a low probability just because it's against the 50-minute trend. I would rather wait for price to align with the 15-minute before I do take longs to make it higher probability. Okay, so that's the only reason why I won't be taking that. But right now we do have a 15-minute change of character going down, but there's a lot of imbalance right here. We also have a 15-minute break of structure, and we've got this 15-minute demand that we could play off of. Well, what's actually happening on the lower time frame? That's what I want to know. To be honest, it just looks like we're ranging. So I don't think I would take anything. Yeah, I think I would just sit this out because this does not look good. We got equal lows. Because we got a high get taken, but on the 15-minute we're not aligned again because we got the 15-minute change of character. Wait, I'm gonna have to sit this one out. I honestly have no idea what's happening. It's looking terrible. And then see, this is why I didn't want to take it. It's because overall, even though the idea is right, but it's counter the 15-minute trend. So instead of actually taking that, I would have been looking for sells, but there was not anything clean that I could have taken. So it's good that I didn't take anything. So that's something. All right. Okay. What are we getting a reaction off of? Right here, this 30-minute... No, wait. That's not a reaction, is it? No. I think I would just... Honestly, I would just be waiting, bro. There's literally nothing for me. Literally nothing. On here, we do have a... we're getting a pullback into this area right here. You could take this 5 minute. If I get proper confirmation, I'll take this sell. If it comes up into a very premium zone. Okay, I mean, it's not off of a premium zone. I'll forward test it instead. Let's see. This, I mean, it shifted back up, so I wouldn't take that. EU, nothing, not a premium zone. We're gonna be waiting. If it comes up now and we get like a very, very good shift, I mean, it didn't come up all the way, but we do get a shift. Now, would I be taking this? Let's see. We do get a shift down. It's not off that much of a premium area. It's not looking that good, but what I'll do is I'll take it. Let's put a sell limit right here, 2.4. And I would be targeting, I mean, realistically, that's the weak structure all the way down there, but I'm gonna target. Let's look at the confluences. So we got a 3-minute internal protected high. We do have a little bit of imbalance. It's not that good. It does have imbalance, not the best. I mean, I don't really like this, but I mean, this is also trying to go down. We are bearish overall. I don't like that trade. I don't know. Wait. Okay. Okay, on the 1 minute. Okay, on the 1 minute, it doesn't look bad. The only reason why I don't like this, by the way, is because we are in the middle of this whole leg. I would much prefer it to be like up here. So, I mean, I'll take it, but... Or should I wait? Should I wait until I'm comfortable? You know what? I'll take it. And we get take. Okay. Makes sense. Fair enough. Now, most likely it's going to play off of this instead, which makes sense. So I'm not going to take this. I'll take it after I get proper confirmation. So let's see. The only reason why I don't want to take these setups is because they are counted at a higher time frame, and I would rather wait for price to realign with the 15-minute before I take anything. All right, okay, that would have got stopped out too, so it's a good thing that I took it earlier on to get stopped. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. Okay. This, yeah, this just looks... Yeah, okay, so I was inducement here. Okay. Now, before that, let's see if this high gets respected. Nope. We get a 15-minute change of character bullish, which is good. Okay. That's good. So now, what I would be doing is I'd be waiting for market to... Let me see. But a 15-minute internal break. Price is respecting it. So realistically, the low is weak and the target, but this just looks like range and price action. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. I do think it's gonna... Is that news? Alright, that was news, I think. Alright, that's nothing for me to take so far. Absolutely nothing. Wait, we might have something now. Wait. We might have something. So we got those lows get respected. Now we need a shift up. If we get a shift bullish, then I can take a long. This just looks terrible. This looks terrible as well. Nothing for me to beat. Okay, we just got a shift. We got to change a character right there. We got this POI right here. We got a long position. This is our last breaker structure, so I'd be putting my stop loss right below this. And the overall high to be targeted would be all the way up there. So let me put a limit. Now the reason why I'm targeting all the way up there is because 15-minute internal break, lows get respected, highs weak, and target. We get mitigation. NZD. Do we have something here? I mean, NZD, I'd chill out on that. This is the only one that I would be comfortable taking. It's got imbalance clearly. So let's see. I hope this plays out, but alright, no, that looks good. That looks really damn good. Look at that. So I should have waited until price just realigned. Just like I said, I should have just waited. And it just played out extremely nice. And clearly, we're trying to go for this high now. So let's see if... okay, that just looks horrible. I wouldn't be taking anything. Yeah, I'm good. You just got a 15-minute break of structure up there. This would be a continuation as the 15-minute break is happening. So this would... I just have to take this because it's part of the system. Even if I'm not comfortable, this would be the last break of structure. So I would be doing this and I would be targeting all the way up there. That's a forest that I wild. Okay. It's aligned with the higher time frame, aligned with the middle time frame as well. We get mitigation. And we almost got stopped. That it came all the way to the extreme. We got equal lows, alright. I might still get stopped though, because this is the last. If we don't shift up, we might get stopped. Oh, this is quite late in day 2. I shouldn't have taken this. Oh, you know what? I'll put it to break even straight away because... what time did we entered at 5? 6 almost. I don't like having entered this late. You know what? I'll just close this. I don't like this way. Let's see what happens though. Alright, wow. Alright, now that... maybe I should have stayed the trade. Alright. That's fair enough. Alright, we've got 2 more days. And... let's see. 8 a.m. Alright. So, right now... let me just get rid of... this stuff. So, on the 4-hour time frame here... alright, I can't go on the 4-hour anyway. So, we got 1 hour break of structure. Okay, that's great. But we do have a 15-minute change of character right here. And this is our last break. Okay. Is it 8 a.m.? Okay, it's 8 a.m. Alright, we never got a shift here, so I forgot about that. A 15-minute. We just got a market structure shift. Market structure shift bearish. This is our last high. Let me see if... okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wait until either price comes to this extreme, respects it, and then we're gonna shift. That would be one way I would take stuff, or I would wait until I get market structure shift to go back up to target this high, because we're clearly bullish overall on the higher time frame, but on the 15-minute time frame we are bearish. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wait until I get some reactions, because I honestly have no idea where market is trying to go. And well, actually I have an idea, but I need to wait to see for reactions first before I can make my decision. Because price could shift up here and then target a high. So I'm gonna look at this. Let's see. Before I... oh, I should have... wait. I shouldn't have taken anything there. I need to chill. It's going for the high, I think. EU... we're in this POI. Do we get a market structure shift as well? We get... wait. We get equal highs. Alright, that's one. So we've got a target right now. Now for NZD. Alright, for NZD we've got a target potentially up there. So if price comes in here, we get a reaction somewhere here to go back up. I'll take longs for this one. And if it ends up trying to break this, then I'll take continuations moving lower. But as of right now, I'm going to focus on AU because we have a target. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to look for continuations moving lower. So we got a shift. This is a continuation. So I'll look at this. Let's see if price comes back. We don't get a mitigation. Okay. This would be our next continuation. I'm just going to keep on taking continuations until I get stopped. And then I'm going to wait for price to come back into a good zone to then take continuations and add a vessel in the direction of the overall weak structure again. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep on taking trades. Let's see. I might get stopped here. Alright, we got TP. That's good. NZD still... alright, we forget about NZD for now. Shouldn't even be looking at it. So this would be our next one right here. Let's see. Price comes back. No. This would be This, I mean, that we're quite low, and that looks kind of garbage. Let's see though. All right, we get that one too. This one next. Clearly trying to go down, so there's no reason for me to be doing anything apart from just taking cells. I just need good. So we just tap this, and then the last continuation would be this little breaker structure right here. So what I would be doing is I would be putting my POI right there, and then stops above, targeting all the way down. Let's see. That honestly looks very good so far. And the D is bearish too. All right. Yep, that's fine. We don't get mitigation. Fair enough. But the idea was right, so I ended up reacting off of, I don't even know what I reacted off of. I think it's this little imbalance. No, something else. That would have been in 3 point. Wow, that's very good. Okay, so now I'm not going to take anything else. I'm going to wait. Let's see if we can get our market structure shift instead here to take longs. So what do we have here? Okay, we look at this. All right. So we get a shift up. Do we get a pullback all the way into this zone? I would be taking it off of that. Let's see. Or we're getting a decent push back down. So I'll take it off. Let's refine this. Okay, well, 50%? Should I do 50%? Like, you know what? Let's see the risk to reward difference. Oh, what the hell? Don't want to do that. 50%. No, this first, and then 1.3. Okay, you know what? Let's do 50%. Then let's do like that, and then target weak internal structure for the highest probability. It's got very good imbalance. That's also a good sign. So we get, okay, no, wait. I just got smoked. That's not good. I didn't even get to. All right. Okay, you know what? It's good that I got stopped. Fair enough. Wait, we got a shift up. Yeah. So price ended up reacting instead of that big supply to go down. But on the 1 hour, we are still. Why can I not go on the. Let me just refresh this. Maybe I done. What did I do wrong? Wait. I've done something wrong. Oh, okay. We had 4 hour equal highs. All right. So that could be the reason why longs didn't play. Okay, that's fair. So this should be the weak structure then, right? The time is it's 2. I can still take setups. So let's see. Do we? Okay, we do have a setup here. All right. I'll take this continuation moving down. It's got imbalance. I'll take it off the 50%. I want it to be a bit refined. Like, that's actually, you know what? I'm not gonna take it. The ARA is absolutely horrible. Unless we get we need to get a refined entry. If I can get something like that, maybe. The ARA is not worth it for the rest of the world. I mean, you know what? I'll take this then. So this is okay. Yeah, this is about to break the extreme weak low. I mean, it never even came back anyway, so doesn't matter. This one would be reacting, I think, off of this to go back down. Never mind. We get. Wait. I could still take that because this is our last breaker structure still, right? So yeah, I could still take this. Let's do it off of that POI. It's got imbalance up there, but the confluences are not looking like the strongest. Confluences don't look the strongest. However, I'm gonna have to take it because it is. I mean, the confluences are on this POI, so I could take it off of this. All right, let's see. I mean, the rest. Okay, wait. Let's not. 5.4. Let's do 6 point. Or we get 1 point. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I'll take this. Let's see. Let's see what we get. Mitigation. Price ends up respecting the high. And then we get price pulling back on us, I think. Let's see. This is looking... Wait, what time is it? It's 4. Okay. That's still fair. That's still fair. Alright. Now I would... Since this is the last break, I would put the stop loss there. So I don't take a full loss. Alright, we're coming back to the entry. So if it... Okay, so if it... So what might be happening is this little order flow shift might be getting reacted to. So that could be the reason why this might end up as a loss. So let's see. And I think we... Oh, we don't. Wow, wait. It's 8, bro. Okay, this is way too late. I'm closing this. There's no way I'm staying in this now. That's just... No point in staying in that setup. That was a valid setup though. Not bad. And I think we do get stopped, do we? Or does this go and end up hitting TP? Let's go and take a look. Come on. Show me. Alright, we end up getting stopped. This was after spread hours anyway, so I wouldn't be at that stage. I wouldn't be in the trade. So it still ended up in profit, which is okay, good. Now next one, 6 AM. Let me just get rid of... Oh, I went too fast, I think. Did I go too fast? UTC London. Alright. 8 AM. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, we... Okay, this just looks horrible now. Come on, it just looks like a... It's just a range. We're in a range right here. Okay, let me just think what I'm gonna do. Alright, so we are in a range. And if I go to 15-minute, we are... Okay, well, okay, there's a few things, okay? So externally on the 15-minute, we've shifted bearish, okay? 15-minute change of character. And then we also have 15-minute... No, that would be a break of structure, sorry. This is 15-minute external. 15-minute external break, okay? This is 15-minute external change of character. I think is this the last day? Okay, this is the last day. And we're wait, I think that's 10k I'm up this week so far. All right, that's a big comeback. Okay, instead of taking anything, I think I should wait. Let's look at reaction areas. We can see that we are reacting off this 1 hour demand, and the most logical trades would actually be taking longs, because I just seen that we've got a 15-minute change of character back up, right? So instead of taking sells, I should be looking for longs until the market shifts back down. Okay, so we got a 15-minute break right here, we got a 15-minute break right here. So what I would be doing is I'd be taking a continuation with a 15-minute, the most current 15-minute break. So I'll refine it as much as possible, which means it would be all the way down here. I would do this 1.8, 2.8. How much restore reward are we gonna get? 3 point. Okay, you know what, I would, just to make sure I don't get stopped, I'm gonna make it just a bit bigger, and as long as I'm getting the 3R right there, that's good enough. Let's see if we can get mitigation. We get mitigation, and then also another thing, because I don't think in these back tests I've ever mentioned this, but one thing to notice is I look a lot for legs that have like one big move going in one direction, okay, and those tend to have the highest probability for me, okay? So that's why I ended up taking this, and we can clearly see that the low ended up getting respected. That's good. So technically speaking, this should be a win, but anything can happen, okay? Now there's no like clear order flow shifts, so I can't take this little continuation, so I'm not gonna do that. And I mean, what's going on here? Oh, we are. No way, we're not bullish on. Okay, I will just completely ignore that. Let's see if this hits TP. It comes all the way back. Okay. And then. Alright, we got TP. Now that is one beautiful setup. Because if we just look at the 50-minute, it's just a continuation. Moving in the same direction to go up because we got this 50-minute change of character off this 1 hour demand zone, right? Now, externally, we are bearish. So eventually, we're going to expect an order flow shift back down to move lower. Okay. So right now, right now I would be, is there a no, there's no continuation. So I'd be waiting for price to come back into this area to take longs again. So let's wait. Let's wait for a shift of flow, and we just got a shift of flow. Now we just need either a continuation or this change of character POI. That does not look that great. Now I want to wait. If this gets respected, this low gets respected because we do have imbalance for this POI. So breaker structure. If this gets respected, you know what? I'll take this right there. Let's see. Because it does have imbalance, so it is a valid setup. We just got to change our character. This would be a continuation. If it was meant to go and take this high out now, this should play out. If it doesn't, then either this door is going to be the weak structure, or it's meant to react off the change of character POI. So this is valid. It's just lower probability because a lot of times the breaker structure that happens after the change of character actually tends to be inducement for our zone below. So this could be a loss. However, let's see. And we end up paying TP. Now, that's why I need to be logical. You know, last video, last backtest of the same month, I wasn't using my brain. There were so many setups that I did not end up taking because I don't know why. Like, they were still part of the system and I just didn't end up taking them. So, this is very good so far. I'm doing a lot better. And if we look at the 15, this would be a 15-minute break. It tapped. So, this would be the first continuation after the 15-minute break of structure. So I'd be taking this POI next. If, I mean, it doesn't have imbalance, but we want inducement, which we do have now. So if it comes, oh, I would have been entering off that. So let's not cheat. I just want it to go back to my entry. So let's do. Okay, wait, I need to make this a loss because I would have been in this trade. So to make it fair. Okay, how do I make this a loss? Wait. Yeah, like that. And I'm gonna be risking. Yeah. Come on, stop me out. Come on. There's no way. Okay, wait, no, this is not good. This is gonna mess up my whole results. Please. I made my stop loss so small. There's no way. There's no way. What is this? What are the chances? Bro. That's just ruined the whole flipping results because now I'm gonna get 9 up. Bro. Please don't hit TP. Come back. Fuck you know, bro. What is this garbage? I'll just ruin the results. I'm so sorry. What is this? What are the chances I don't get stopped out with a 0.5 stop? What is this? This is stupid. This is... And then... What? Bruh. I just ruined the whole results. Nah, bro. Oh, I'm gonna take this. I don't know what to say about that. That's just So stupid. If this is, I'm just gonna make my stop loss big until like it's like a 3 point, like a 3. Just to give myself higher probability. Okay. Wait. Wait, you can look at news on this? I don't even know. Wait, 3 p.m? There's news? Wait. It's about to be 3 p.m. I'll still take it. And close it right before 3. Oh, we got mitigation. Okay, I mean, this is very close to the news. Oh, news is about to happen. That's another win. Alright, get me out. Let's see what news does. Please. Is it TP? Oh, news made. Wow! News made it hit TP. What the hell? Damn, that went crazy. Alright, I'll just break in this. Let's see if I can go and take a continuation moving higher. Maybe. And ZD's just been, you know, I don't know what the hell it was doing, so I just ignored it, but what the hell? Alright, we've got a continuation. Let's take 0.5, 3.7, 4.7. It's a 4R. Let's make it into 4. 4R, like this. Limit, order. And it hit TP. Okay, that's fair. Oh, I should have put my... Oh, I should have entered like this then. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is... I'm gonna forward test this continuations because it's getting late in there. I'm just not gonna take it, but let's see. Before we end this back test. So wait, I would be forward testing it like this, like that, and then 2.37R. And it hits TP. What was there any on NZD? Oh, there was a continuation. That's very nice because it's aligned with the higher time frame and it's also aligned with the middle time. Now another thing, I don't know if any of you have seen the video where I talked about psychology, but the only reason why I would be taking these continuations would be because, okay, ignoring this right here, is because I got 3R 1.65 and I would be up, like this was like a 2R I think. So just because I was up so much, I would be willing to risk the money, well, for this one specifically, to take continuations. Okay, I just didn't take them now because it's, you know, 5 p.m 6 p.m whatever, so I just ended up ignoring it. So yeah, let's see the results for this back test so far. Let me get to 8 a.m for next week. And then let's go and take a look at the results. 754. Alright, this is basically it. Alright, let's go and take a look at the results. Alright guys, so we've managed to get about 25% gain so far. Let me see. Is that 25? 25% gain, yeah. 25% gain so far. We've got an average risk to reward of 2.31, which is great. Now this max IRR shouldn't be here, so this messed with the results a little bit. So realistically, the PNL should be 41k. Okay, 41,777. And this win rate should be like 57%, probably 56, because it would be one less win. Okay, 57% most likely. But so took a total of 55 setups in total in the 3 weeks so far. And well, these are the results. I mean, there's not much else for me to say. It's looking good. Total win is 32 to 23 losses. So we actually almost have a 60% win rate. So this actually aligns with my trading journal because I do have about a 57% win rate overall, 56%. So with an average win rate, actually I don't know what my average risk to reward is. So average win rate is about 56, 57%. So this actually aligns with my trading journal. So this is good. And yeah, so far the back test is going pretty well. We got 50k. It should be 41k, like I said. But yeah, these are the other analytics. If you guys want to take a look, sell, buy. Majority were buy because we've been bullish since forever, clearly. And then New York, not many trades. And then I mean all of this. Got that. And yeah, I don't think I showed this in my last video, but last week, one of the days we didn't trade, okay, we had 2k, so we're done minus 1k, then minus 2k, and then we managed to still make 4k over the week. So, and then this week, wow, 4.8, 1, 2.2, 1.5, and 15. This should, it was this the day with the 9R. I think this was the day, was it? I think it was. Yeah. Okay, so this should realistically be 6k. All right. So yeah, looking good though. And then I'm gonna do the last forward test. Sorry, back test for the last week, and I'll be uploading that soon as well. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this back test. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and I will see you all in the next one.